Hello and welcome to another episode of Nature Gone Wild. I'm your host, Matt Slusky. In today's episode, we talk about the biology of the Central Coast and how diverse and unique it is, the life of the Central Coast, and the species occupying the habitat. But one species stands out to us all. One species is a silent threat to our coastlines and our inland ag ranges. The pigeon. We will be taking you on a journey of the pigeon, including the taxonomy of the pigeon, the basic biology of the pigeon, the habitats where the pigeons live, the general behaviors of the pigeon, damage and signs done by the pigeon, and how we can manage the pigeon. Now, let's begin. Columbia livia, also known as the feral pigeon, is from the family Columbidae and the bird order Columbiiformes. The pigeon is a medium-sized bird, in between 32 and 37 centimeters long, with the wingspan averaging 69 centimeters long. The pigeon is beautiful, with its dark bluish-gray head, neck, and chest, with glossy greenish and reddish-purple iridescence around the neck and winged feathers. They have a black bill with off-white cere, red feet and legs, distinctive twin black wing bars, with the white lower back feathers. What a beautiful, magnificent creature they are. The biology of the pigeon is just magnificent. At around 6 months, when the cock is ready to breed, he will find his favorite female, coo to her, and eventually tries to show her what a grand bird he is by doing the pigeon dance. As you can see, this young male is puffing his neck feathers and doing a dance to show off to the female. Another fun fact about pigeons is that they are monogamous, meaning that they mate for life. As you can see, this female has accepted this male and they will go on to breed. Once these lifelong partners tie the knot, it's time to make a nest. Males typically choose the nesting site in a nook, cranny, or ledge on either cliffs or man-made structures, often beneath eaves or overhangs. During nest building, the female sits on the nest and makes a flimsy platform of straw, stems, and sticks, brought to her by the male. This young couple is currently building a nest. As you can see, the male walks around the stand, picking up sticks, feathers, splinters from the pier, wherever the pigeon can get its beak around and bring back to the nest to support a healthy environment. Once the male is ready, the male will fly to the female, giving her the materials, and they will continue to build. #fun fact. Pigeons reuse their nest many times, and they don't usually carry away their feces of their nestings the way many birds do. Fast forward 2 months. We have 2 beautiful white eggs that are incubated by both parents for 17 to 19 days. As you can see, the squab, also known as the chick, is breaking through the egg as a healthy hatchling. The squab, or chick, has yellow down and a pink bill. Both parents brood the young and feed on them by regurgitating a milky liquid secreted by the lining of the bird's crops. Now, if I was to say anything about this, I would say it's quite disgusting. Here we can show a 30-day period of a pigeon's fledging rate. As you can see, the male is ready to fly after 30 days. Pigeons have a very simplified diet of seeds, fruits, rarely invertebrates, and readily eat food intentionally or unintentionally left by people, including breadcrumbs and littered food. Pigeons get food on the ground and drink by placing their bill in water, using it like a straw. The habitat of the feral pigeon is quite domesticated. The feral pigeon has ended up living in farmlands, amongst the cows, in gutters of farm buildings, agriculture settings, disrupting and spreading diseases. The numbers of pigeons in populations in these environments are remarkable. Pigeons have also known to live in urban and coastal areas such as Pismo Beach. Here they thrive in the eaves of the piers, living amongst other pigeons, with the humans aiding the help with food. They nest here, they feed here, they live with the people here. One of their more native environments are rocky cliffs amongst the coastal shores. Their populations thrive when the habitats are alive. The damages that pigeons cost is just remarkable. The single most serious pest bird in the United States is the pigeon, costing around $9 per pigeon per year to maintain. Pigeons are considered a nuisance because they foul on buildings, statues, cars, people, feed, and grain. These control costs do not include environmental damages associated with the pigeon, which serve as reservoirs and vectors for over 50 human and livestock diseases. #NotChill. We now have Christopher North, a falconer from the Central Coast, to explain the damages associated with the pigeon.
So we do pigeons. We do pigeon jobs, especially it's commercial, industrial type environments. Very rarely agriculture. The thing with pigeons in the commercial and industrial environment is they create a health hazard, or they will damage equipment, or they will create the kind of situation where rats come in and thereafter the pigeon babies, the eggs, and the pigeon leavings, and then they, because of the nature of rats, they start chewing on things and damage pipelines, cables, and control systems. So we go into these situations and we will use the hawks and falcons. Falcons during the day to keep the pigeons away, and then hawks as the day gets longer and the evening comes, as the day gets on, the hawks to actually go in the facility after the pigeons. It's mostly chasing them away. We have to teach them not to be homing pigeons to that site.
Here we have a blueberry farmer that talks about ways to control and manage pigeons.
Good. Hello, my name is Nick. I am a berry farmer, and one of our practices we use to keep birds out of our berries is nets. This keeps them from defecating on our produce and overall keeps our berries more clean and sanitary.
In the more urban environments, nets will not work. People have had to put up countless signs educating the public on the importance of not feeding the birds, because feeding encourages breeding. Here in Morro Bay, business owners have been forced to use bird spikes as a management control method. As you can see, the spikes are placed along rooftops and eaves to keep out the birds. This business utilizes nets along the foot of the deck to keep away the pigeons. In dairy habitats, such as this one at Cal Poly, failed attempts of using sonic sound on a repeated interval have led to pigeon flocking in massive numbers. These good old boys on the grain farm utilize a high-powered pellet gun in order to take out the pigeon. How remarkable! As you can see, the accuracy is 100%. In this urban setting, this gentleman is utilizing what we call a trap. There's one way in and no way out, as you can see. Pigeons will continue to thrive in high populations on coastland, urban environments, farmlands, and everywhere else where the environment suits their needs. If humans continue to litter the planet the way it's going today, the pigeon will only see success. It's up to you to put out the pigeon epidemic and take back your land.